Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another Black Desert online video for console. In today's video, I want to talk about the new Lifeskills update, which has hit Global Labs today. We're going to take a look at everything that it says in there in regards to what's happening with the Lifeskill changes. This is all part of the revamp that Pearlbit said they were going to be doing to Lifeskills, because Lifeskills is in a pretty shitty situation right now and definitely needs some help, definitely needs some fixes. So we're going to take a look at everything that's been going on. Now, what's in today's update isn't all of it. They said that there's going to be more coming, so we'll get to check that out in future weeks. But this is going to give an idea about what's going to be coming to Black Desert and console, especially in the future when this finally hits console. So we get a kind of a sneak peek. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like it if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the bell button so you get notified when future videos go live. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. As always, let's get into the video. So we're going to go through, we're going to check out the Lifeskills update that was in today's Global Labs update. Now, there was a couple of other things that have changed in here as well. We're going to cover those in another video. In today's video, I specifically want to go over the Lifeskill update and the hunting update. They're the two things that we're going to cover in today's video. So let's get into it right now. So basically, to kick this off, it says here, through the Black Desert Research Lab today, along with the improvement of the probability of gathering, the accessibility of mastery has been improved. First of all, as many people have commented, in order to lower the burden of mastery, we changed the structure of mastery increase section according to the living level while maintaining the highest level. It is a form that reduces the increase at the doing level and above, and allows you to obtain more mastery every time you level up from apprentice all the way up to, this will be up to guru. Through this change, the maximum mastery is expected to increase by 150 without being at the highest level. In addition, as the mastery increases, the profit from gathering that can be obtained basically also increases. In addition, based on the relatively high profit ratio compared to other gatherings such as butchering, other general gatherings also raised the drop rate and the number of drops, so it was balanced. And the exchange price of inevitably woven primary material has also been adjusted for some items. This update is the beginning of life improvement, and we'll continue to focus on enhancing accessibility with unique personality and meaning. Although the overall upgrade has been made, I think that those who have achieved mastery or higher may regret that the charm of mastery is halved. We're going to get into that, what that means in just a second. We are preparing to give more meaning to each life expert, so we ask for your understanding. Basically, they're just asking you guys to not rip them to shreds while they're trying to figure everything out. So essentially what this means, guys, is they're taking all of the extra mastery that you get from the higher levels and they're bringing it down to the lower levels. So before, you know, you would get an accumulated mastery of 800 up to Guru 50. That's not changing, but what happens is, as you previously, as you guys were hitting Guru, you would start to get X amount of mastery increase the higher level you are. So they're bringing that down, so now the lower levels that are from Apprentice 1 is going to get extra mastery, and it's going to be the end is going to be the same. So for those who are still at Guru 50, it makes no difference to you guys, but for those who are at, say, Guru 20 or higher, these are the guys that are going to really be affected by this, because they're going to end up with less mastery, and the way people that are lower levels are going to end up with more mastery. So there's going to be some people that are pretty upset about this, more so the people that are already a high Guru level, and it's good for the people that are lower because they're going to be making more money by that. I personally don't think this alone is going to make a massive difference in the money that people are going to make, if any. Really, it's not going to make any difference at all. Okay, so the acquisition probability of some of the collectors that could be obtained through the following collection contents have been increased. So hoe gathering, you're going to get 100% increase in each fruit compared to the previous one, so 100% increase when gathering with a hoe. Caphras and ancient spirit dust has increased by 60% when you're chopping trees. And tree sap collection has got a 30% increase in Caphras and spirit powder. It says right here, the combined exchange upper limit of rough stone, meat, and blood items that can be obtained by gathering has been partially adjusted. I'm guessing that means like the selling value, the combined exchange upper limit. So I'm guessing the selling value of meats and stuff has been adjusted, means that it's going to be more expensive now for people to buy meats off the market, which is going to lower the profit margin for people who are making cooking boxes and stuff for Imperial Hand-ins. But there is no mention here that they're buffing the increase or the drop rate of butchering or anything like that, which I think is really bad. I definitely feel like this alone isn't going to entice people to want to gather meat. It's not really gonna make it worth people's time. It says partially adjusted as well, which doesn't really give you much hope that it's a significant increase in price for the people who gather meat just to purely sell it on the marketplace. I definitely feel like this is not a good change. This is not going to be a good change. The upper limit of the integrated exchange for some crafted items using the above items will be adjusted altogether. So I'm guessing that's on the exchange though. I don't know if they're going to increase the value of the Imperial boxes. We'll have to wait and see what that means. But I don't feel like integrated exchange, that's the central market. And I definitely feel like these changes here for the people who do cooking and gathering, it's not going to be a significant difference for the people who are trying to make money with life skills. So hunting activities are also changing. First of all, the action and sculptural feel have been improved with the matchlock mounted. It has been modified to allow interactions such as gathering when sitting in a matchlock action state, and improved so that it can be reloaded while moving while seated. I'm guessing that's on a mount, and at the same time the Black Spirit Rage activation technique can be used at the desired timing. In addition, the maximum number of ammo increases when reaching the swordsman level. I'm guessing that's like a higher skill level. I'm not exactly sure which level. In addition to the actions and controls, we also made changes to the loot of the hunt with this gathering improvement. Basically the same as gathering, the mastery increases for the hunting level has been changed, and the experience that can be obtained when hunting wild animals has increased. At the same time, the loot that can be obtained has been expanded so that you can feel a little more rewarding about doing hunting. So the following behaviors have been improved when the matchlock is equipped. The crouch control key has been changed. The gathering interaction has been improved to be possible while crouched. Improved to be able to reload while moving even when crouched. Attacks that inflict strong damage, which are triggered when the Black Spirit Rage is above 100%, have been improved so that they can be used anytime. Hunting level Master 1 or higher, and using the left or right rolling motion when completing the quest Hunter's Romance in Nexion has been improved to automatically load up to 1 bullet in the matchlock. When the hunting level is G1 or higher, the maximum number of ammunition can be loaded into the matchlock has been improved by 1 more, so you can get up to 4 shots at Guru 1 hunting. So this is the hunting changes and how mastery now is going to affect hunting after these updates. So with 250 to 550 mastery, you can now get the lesser rare collectibles. With 551 to 900 mastery, you can now get intermediate rare collectibles, and you can get additional lesser rare gatherings as well. And 901 and above, you can also get higher grade rare collectibles, intermediate rare collectibles, and of course the lesser rare collectibles as well. Now on top of that as well, they've also increased the amount of XP that you can get by hunting certain things. So you can see right here for each of the one, I'm not going to go through all of them for example, but you can see, you know, Wild Giant Boar, you're going to get a 1.56 times increase in XP, you know, 3.13 times increase for the Giant Bighorn Deer. Coming down, the Belladollar Elephant is going to give you a 20 times increase, 8 times for the Ferrica. You guys get the idea, right? So you can see all of the times that it's going to increase the XP that you get for hunting by hunting certain things. So, you know, Lord Griffin, 52 times is a big increase for that. The amount of material items that can be acquired through hunting has been changed as follows. The amount of meat, blood, leather acquired has been increased. Improvements have been made so that you can obtain blood or leather from wild animals that could not obtain blood or leather. So, with the giant boar, before you couldn't get blood or leather. Now you can get, we're going from 1.1, sorry, we can go from 1 to 3 with the meat. Now we're going to go 3 to 5 across the board for the wild giant boars. Same deal with the giant bighorn deer. Same deal with the wolf. The giant wolf has had an increase. It looks like, you know, the meat kind of got a little bit of a nerf. It's got an increase to the bottom end, but a nerf to the top end for the meat that you're going to get from the giant wolf. But a buff for blood and leather there. And it's, you know, increases for all of these coming down the list, guys. I'm not going to go through all of it because, you know, it's a lot to get through, and, you know, we've been sitting here for ages just reading off these stats. So, you know, just scrolling through so you guys can see the increase in difference. Jet black lion, you know, you can now get 32 to 53 leather sort of thing. So a lot of these have been changed. Wild winter bear blood, I'm guessing these are the ones that we don't have in the game yet. It's something that you guys can look forward to when we get the winter area. Is, you know, 40 to 60 blood, 40 to 60 leather, and 40 to 60 meat from those. We'll have to wait and see how hard they are to actually hunt and whether that's worthwhile or not, but that's some pretty big numbers there. So that's something that's interesting and something that we have to look forward to when we get the new winter area on console. So that's going to be the end of the update, guys. Now, thinking about all of this, hunting definitely going to be in a good spot compared to where it's at now. Hunting right now is just completely rubbish, not even worth anyone's time doing, unless it's for a very specific thing where you guys are crafting or something like that, and you need something personal that just doesn't sell on the market because no one does it. That's going to be one reason, you know, why people would be hunting right now. But I feel like this is going to be a good change for hunting and maybe entice people to do a little bit more hunting, which would be good for the economy. More items will be coming onto the market. As for gathering, I feel, as for the gathering, I feel like this is a really underwhelming update. I definitely feel like this is not the changes that gathering needed for life skills, or even just life skills in general. They did say that this is not the end of the changes, and so we have to wait and see what's more to come, whether or not they're going to increase, you know, the value of guru boxes or something like that, or just general boxes handing in every day for alchemy and everything. That's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. But as of right now, guys, even with these changes, life skills is not really worth your time doing, because I really hope that they would bring life skills up to be on par with grinding, or at least like close to it. I know that Pearl Abyss, you know, they want people to go and grind their life away and spend thousands of hours running around in a circle killing monsters. But for a lot of people, that's not really fun. And if you're the sort of person who likes to min-max, you know, which is, you know, getting the most out of your the minimum effort and the maximum kind of reward for your time, then life skills unfortunately is not going to be what you want to be doing, because it's just not worth your time. When you're taking a look at what PC have with Elvia servers, you know, where these guys are making 500 million to a billion silver per hour, and then compare that to life skilling, where, you know, you've got to go and gather meat for 2.5-3 hours every day, and then you got to go and spend 10 hours cooking so that you can hand in your boxes for 200 million silver a day. Like, it's just not worth your time spending 13 hours for 200 million silver when you can go even go to freaking Valencia regions and make 200 million silver an hour grinding. Like, it's not worth your time. The only way that I could really justify cooking right now is literally if you pay to win all of the increased weight. You know, you've got 2.6k LT weight on your cooking alt, and you're literally AFK cooking for 6-7 hours a night while you're sleeping, and then you hand in your boxes for semi-passive income, 200 million silver a day. That, I guess, could justify cooking. But as of right now, like I said, if you have to actively cook, it's not worth your time, because there's so many other things that you could be doing where you could be making more money than just cooking. Yeah, it's good for supplement, but again, if you're min-maxing and you're trying to get the most amount of reward, not really worth your time, because you can literally go and spend an hour and make more money in 1 hour than you could in an entire day of cooking. So we'll see what other changes come. Hopefully with butchering, for example, is like the main one. Butchering really needs an increase in the drop rate that people are getting when they're gathering, or butchering, I should say. That definitely needs to be changed, as well as some other things in, you know, maybe the value of guru boxes, for example, that needs to be changed. But we'll see what happens, guys. Like I said, this is not the end of it. There will be more coming, so we'll keep you guys updated with what's to come in future updates as well. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your feedback and your opinion on these changes. And as always, guys, have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one.